Hi, welcome. I kind of felt like just doing another reading. It's been a while, and I guess I kind of missed it, even though I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this, and if it's going to be a continuation of things past and themes and whatnot, or something totally different. I just thought I'd pull a few cards and use some of the decks that I got towards the end, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you or bring some clarity to whatever it is you're wondering about, but also, we'll just see what happens, I guess, since there's been a lot that's happened since my last reading, and I thought that it'd be fun to see what comes through. And so I hope you've had a chance to check out some of my other playlists that I've made, and they'll have sort of different themes, topics, and whatnot going through. Come here. What was I going to... Yeah, so I guess this is going to be just a general reading, and maybe leaning a little bit more towards creative. And also at the end, I thought I would pull some of the tarot sexual magic for the love, romance spin, and maybe that'll bring some answers to you as well. So first of all, I thought I'd start out with just pulling a rune or two, and I won't look at it until the end, and so we can see if it matches up with the reading. And I like this cup. It's a random old antique cup that I found in the back of a cabinet in my house, and there's only one of it, and kind of interesting. So let's see. General energies, and do keep in mind it's general, and stay open-minded to context and timing as well, and how these messages, things, whatever comes through, may apply to you and your circumstances and situations, and so let's see, I'll pull 3, and I'll put links for them below. The expanded details, so check those out if you have a chance, and let's see, let's focus and pull 3 runes for their clarity for this reading. Not looking at them. I also thought I'd show you this. I shared some pictures on Instagram, and all of this is kind of has been cross-referencing with different platforms, and just, I guess, to support some of the things that I talked about in the past, and show how everything's sort of interrelated and connected, and with going back years, and one of the passages I showed in the book, actually found these random maps too in the book, and I thought they're pretty interesting to show you. Maybe you're as inspired as I am by maps, cartography, layouts, things like that. I don't even know where this is supposed to be. This is, what do you know? Haiti. Lower limb, yeah. They're pretty big, so I don't know when these are from. Syria and the southeast Anatolia in the Armana age. So yeah, that probably makes sense why I didn't recognize any of the, I thought that was interesting. I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to things like that. So there's another one. Let's see what this is from. I know Fashion Week and lots of shows and all that are coming up, so maybe people need some last minute inspiration. This is Greece and the Aegean Sea. Aegean Sea is beautiful if you've ever been. The Olympics too. That's funny because, where did I put it? I also came across this. I don't know what it is really. It's just some sort of fun thing I guess they gave out somewhere, but Greek oxygen. Inhale responsibly. Last forever. The little infinity sign. Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be, whatever. I don't think it's not important. I don't know if it's what it is, really. Yeah, that was one of the reasons I shared some of the videos towards the end of the second supplementary playlist also. But it's better if you come to your own conclusions and see what you get out of those playlists and the different meanings and lyrics and whatever you find in the songs. And yeah, so let's pull from this Vice Versa Tarot. I'll pull one from a couple different decks, and yeah, so since this shows a couple different perspectives, can kind of give you different idea of like maybe like two different ways a situation could go, or two different perspectives, or maybe you're trying to make a decision or something like that. So let's see. For general energies, what do people need to know, or what is there to look forward to? What would bring some clarity, inspiration, information, whatever people... Well, I think this is the Devil. Looks pretty much the same. It's just like the front and back of him. So this is being sort of chained up to something that keeps you stuck in a situation, something that is holding you back, something that, since it does go both ways, I want to say though, it can also mean that you are coming out of a situation. You're seeing something clearly, you're seeing someone clearly for who they are, situation. It can be something that's just anything that keeps you from what it is that you can ultimately accomplish, from your from the highest form of good that something can be, or someone. So even something like insecurities or fears, or anything that keeps you feeling like you are stuck in a situation, chained to something, because these people can easily get free from their chains. Well, here they look a little bit tighter, but usually this card, they have looser chains, so it's kind of like you're choosing to stay stuck. But maybe there has been a situation where you didn't really have much of a choice, or you didn't have all the information, or things were just, an outside source was keeping you bound to something, or yeah. So it can mean things just of lower nature. Your could be any vices, things like that. I guess we'll see what other cards come through for further clarity and what context this might be applying mainly in. It's number 15. And so I think of master, maybe even master numbers. Try to think of it outside of its normal context too. Because, yeah, something that keeps you slaved to it. So think of even just the word master, master plan, mastermind, something. Someone just maybe isn't on the up and up, or but what's good about this card is that once you recognize those things, then it's easy to see what it is exactly that you can change in order to free yourself from the situation. Because the next card is the Tower, and that is a clearing away of something. Hey, no. Yeah, so 15, reduces down to a 6. So it can also just mean that, it again, with different levels of something, different contexts, it can mean like you finding someone sexy, someone finding you sexy, there being that sort of sexual tension kind of thing. He's in a cave. I mean, it's obviously supposed to be in like a hellish kind of place. Maybe not so much the spelling, but Haiti, just as a reference point, not saying that it is, but that's how a lot of things come through, is to emphasize the point or emphasize what the reading's about. So maybe there'd be some sort of, as far as creative type things go, Haitian decorative clothing, just native sort of customs, things like that that are inspiring to people. Also, whatever you consider to be devilish, the opposite of love that is freeing, opposite of something that is maybe uplifting in its typical sense. So, maybe there's just something to keep in mind. Chains, I also think of like weights and maybe working out too, things like that. Let me see. On the bottom was the Ace of Pentacles, so the missing puzzle piece maybe, or a good start to something. Throwing out an option, throwing out something. Again, uplifting. So, holding something up. But the aces are beginning to something. So it has to do more so with something tangible or something concrete, or maybe gold medal with the Olympics, or some sort of bill, or something that might have something to do with finances, something like that. But that would maybe be more of the foundation, and this being more so like the catalyst, or the I think you get my point. So let's pull some from different decks. What else did I bring up here? Use this one. This is the combination deck. So Pixie, Astounding, Lenormand, combining a lot of the imagery and symbolism from the Rider-Waite deck. So maybe multiple messages will come through. We'll see. Do people need to know further clarity on the Devil? Devil, I also often think of like as it could be some sort of a trick, or something that veils over the truth, something that is deceptive, someone who's deceptive, more so in a negative sense usually, or anything that keeps you from what it is that you want, what's best for you. And not to say that every person is, if this were to come up for a person, say that they are, like devil worshiper or something, that just maybe their behavior is influencing things in a negative way, and things like jealousy, vices, anything like that. But let's see. the key, Eight of Swords, Eight of Diamonds. Hey! Stop it. Let go. He's hanging on something. And it's like really thin fabric. It's, maybe I'll show it at the end. It's a thing that I actually made, this like kimono. And it's like silk lame, and it's really thin, and he's with his little claws hanging from it. So, anyways, so this is 33. I think of, again, a master number, and double. Here's the Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 crescent moons. Like, Peanut, you're not helping me. And the 8 of Diamonds on the bottom here, which can mean, again, feeling like interference, things of that nature, and being in your head a little bit, and swords having to do with your thoughts. But these, again, have different meanings. There's the sun up here, and this reminds me of my old apartment, because the people that lived there before, I think they lived there like half a year, and half the year they like went and like farmed shrooms or something. Peanuts! No. Sorry. He literally was hanging from it. Back to my story. And so I guess one time, this is the story I heard when I first moved in, they had painted a mural when they were like high or something, on the wall. You could still see, they had eventually painted it over, but they left this one sun at the very top, and it was the ugliest thing. And when they painted it over, they tried to match it to the other wall, which was this like yellowy color, but they didn't do it right, so then it turned out orange. Random, long story. It was like one of the first things I changed when I moved in there. I love the whole like interior design stuff. But anyways, so, and the 2 crescent moons, so it's a puzzle piece, a key, like I said. No. Let's read it. 33. I also think of Hermit Kingdom and things like that. I'm gonna stop it. Yeah, you're just having fun ruining my. Play with that. Okay. The key, 33. So it's positive. Keywords are access, certainty, doors open, important in all caps, so something of critical importance. Mastery, there you go. When things are kind of repeated like that, I feel like they are something to pay attention to. Necessary, security, solution, and success. Again, in all caps. So kind of like highlighting important success to be understood or to be implemented. Full meaning. This is the big wish card of the deck that unlocks doors yet keeps secrets. Where the key shows up, look around it, for it indicates that there are important things going on. Also, something might be missing and the key can point the way. On a spiritual level, it can also mean higher divine forces at work in your life. It also is a card of your own hidden potential, so you may need to meditate on the concepts around it to understand your full ability. I almost want to show you, but my room's kind of messy, so he's literally hanging from that thing. It's a good thing I'm not like trying to wear it. also is a card of your own hidden potential, so you may need to meditate on the concepts around it to understand your full ability. So again, you're like, I think I mentioned that before, like accessing your full potential in something, and the devil being something that may be keeping you from that, whether it's your own personal way of looking at something, or vices or something, or outside forces, because there can be interference. Let's see, for love, this is a relationship on a deep soulmate level, understanding of the heart and essence of a relationship. For career, a very critical and significant new change in your job, an understanding or mastery of your career. Characteristics, an insightful and spiritual person, one of key influence. Timing is now. The image origins, this card has more esoteric significance than most other cards, as the 33rd card in the deck, and 33 being the highest degree in masonry. The key card conveys a sense of spiritual unlocking. I'm going to have to let them out in a second when we finish reading this. The sun is derived from the full card, the light of pure knowledge. Peanut! Stop it. Play with that. The sun is derived from the full card, the light of pure knowledge. The moons on either side are from the high priestess, lending an air of mystery to the image. The key itself is made up of the wheel of fortune and the pillars off the Hierophant card, indicating mastery of fate in a way. The moons and key form the planetary symbol for Uranus, a planet of new understanding, which also makes me think of Aquarius, since it co-rules Aquarius. Something maybe having to do with the future, thinking outside the box. Also, number 11, again, in the astrological wheel. The yads from the moon card are 11 in number, being attributed to mastery numerology. So mastery 4 or 5 times. Interesting. So maybe there's something you need to do in order to fully master something. All right, taking a break and taking care of this guy.